just going out for a walk. This crunchy leaf litter. The seasons are changing. But we live in a semi-tropical area, so it doesn't change so much. Not like there are lots of places in New South Wales that have that seasonal exchange where everything's amazing. Here, we just get some leaves falling down, some leaves don't fall down. The grass stays pretty green until it gets some less rain. When we get less rain, it goes brown. But until that time, it's pretty green. Look at all that green. I decided I'm going to go for a walk today. I have to go for a walk on Wednesday. Today's Monday. So Wednesday I'll be doing the same kind of track. But I've been having a few strong cravings where I sort of want specific foods that no one buys when they go shopping. So ice cream's usually one of them. So ice cream, but I also want like something like nuggets. Vegetarian nuggets or something. I love to get they used to sell these burger patties, which is like meat free, and they're some of the tastiest burger patties, but they don't sell them anymore, so I'm not going to be buying those. But the more you think about the food, the more you sort of want to buy, so I'm just going to limit myself. I just want basically get a packet of ice creams, maybe 2, and then I might put one other thing on top, whether it's like chicken strips or whatever. But I basically go down to buy ice cream because any of the other person doesn't like ice cream, they won't buy it. Even if I give them enough money to buy it, they just won't buy any ice cream when they go shopping. So despite the fact that I paid double last week and this week, because they broke for a few weeks and they're refusing to actually pay for anything for 3 weeks, so despite that, I still have to go down and buy some freaking ice cream if I want to eat any ice cream, and of course I do. The Easter did not stamp my cravings for ice cream. The winter does, when it gets cold, I'm like, fuck ice cream, I want custard or something warm. Our winter bad side is usually steamed or poached or whatever fruits with a honey cinnamon drizzle or custard. Sometimes someone bothers to make a cake or a crumble that can be heated up, but a lot of times it's just straight fruit that's been kind of boiled. Oh, that reminds me, I should put my books. I think I'll have to bring my books on Wednesday. Oh, it's okay, I can wait a few weeks for the books. I might keep the books because I haven't actually read them. And I've read portions of 2, and then I've got a third one that I haven't even started, so I probably read the first few chapters of 2 of the books. What happened was, I sort of thought, well, I'm not really into reading one of them, so I was interested in another one, and then I went back and forth a bit. But I'm actually studying, and that sort of gets me less eager to read at night, but I should, because reading's healthy. I find reading pretty good for a healthy mind. I just don't do it half the times because I'm too busy looking at videos and stuff and reminiscing of the past and thinking of what I can purchase. Like yesterday, I went crazy. I've been going crazy this past few weeks. I didn't just buy like a mammoth amount of stuff that I need. It's like one of my huge expenditures of the year. I also bought a big lot of Miles and David Jones clothes last week, which I should be getting. I also bought the full set of the Tudors from Sanity Store because, oh no, it was JB Hi-Fi. Yeah, JB Hi-Fi. Yes, I didn't realize I'd only bought the first season, and there's 3 other seasons to go, and I'm like, well, I'm not happy with just having one season, so I bought the whole set, and I probably resell the one that is the first season or something. Or keep it, I don't know. Either way, it's not actually that expensive when you realize. I just didn't want widescreen, so I just said, screw it, I'm going to go to the proper store, I'm going to pay excessive amount for it, even though it's not something that I watch a lot. But since I'm in the mood to watch it, I may as well buy the whole set. So I bought that a couple of days ago, and then last night, like late at night, I realized these gemstones that I want to buy are on special. So I'll be very disheartened if I travel and I come back to an empty house, really. But anyway, they were on special, so instead of being $99 or $59, and so I went crazy. I bought like a really big shard, a really big what do they call it? Like a generator, so like a really big polished long obelisk thing. And then I bought a collection of this, collection of that, and by the end I bought like quite a lot of crystals, and it's very expensive, but it didn't really hit my bank account very hard because I got like heaps of money in my bank account. I said that's it, it's no more spending. The only other thing I want to get is a camera. So if I make any extra money, I might actually buy myself a little camera. I would have to buy it off eBay. Oh no, I'd have to look on the internet where it's sold and if there's anything fairly cheap. But I also want to buy this specific camera that moonlights everything. It's a really good camera to travel with, but people like to steal it when they see it, so it's a really good camera, but you have to be kind of secret about all your things, because otherwise people steal it. I did not win any lotto last week, so I keep crossing my fingers for it, but it just doesn't happen. So nothing to make my expenditures easy on the pocket. So I think I've overspent. Like I said, the only 2 things extra that I might need is a bike and a camera. Camera first, the bike last. I don't really need a bike, I just would like one, so these sorts of treks can be fast. But I can wait till next year for that, because it's just to get around easier. Like say I need to go to the library, and I'm like, I don't want to spend an hour going to the library, I want to spend 20 minutes going there and back. Just makes it a lot easier. Or I need to post a letter, instead of spending 20-25 minutes to walk there, a bike gets you there in 10, So it's generally a lot easier to use a bike. I would choose a motorbike, but I don't really especially like motorbikes, right? Motorbikes are doable, but I hate all the dirt that you get all over your skin. Even if just a bit of skin is showing, you get a lot of dirt everywhere. And I'm like, I just can't be bothered. I'd rather just get a normal bike and have no dirt. For some reason, the speed makes you collect dirt more than just a normal bike. So I don't know what the math is. And then you could also get like bugs on your clothes, and it's kind of gross. So I'm like, just an ordinary bike will do. I've gotten into motorbikes previously, and yeah, I can drive. If I practice enough, I can drive one. And I just find it a little bit gross, because I used to be like, I want a car without actually having a car, because I can't really drive cars very well. And I tried getting expensive cars, but they're just expensive and people steal them, so there's no real point to it. Better off getting a bike. So that's what I do. I get a bike, and at some stage I got myself a motorbike. I drove it pretty well up until a certain point. You just have to crash once, and then you're like, that's it, I'm not riding motorbike anymore. And like you said, all the grossness that comes along with it kind of gets to me a little. So I'm like, if I don't have to go far, I like just an ordinary bike would do. Otherwise, public transport, I guess. But I don't know if it's just me. I find like a lot of places are inaccessible unless you have your own car or something. To when you go on holidays. But I don't know holiday buses very well. But I'm like, I usually find there's nothing really to take you places. But I also don't check out like Harvey World Norman or anything. I think they're a travel bus company that goes broader than your public transport buses. So, but when I do research, it's like, you can't really get to many places on public transport, can you? So, but I've tried to drive a car so many times, it just doesn't work for me. So, I keep talking like I feel like I'm gonna have the choice to be able to choose expensive things once again, but I don't see where it's going to come from, how it's going to happen. I think there's some subconscious thought that somehow I'm going to get some cash and be able to cruise. But in reality, it's like, I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm waiting to see if I get fired this week. I'm kind of crossing my fingers for it, because I've got other things I gotta do. I've gotta go on holiday. I might just book the holiday this week and be like, yeah, next week I'm doing the holiday thing. Actually, I should have brought my early vote form. I'll put it in on Wednesday. Last time I was very disappointed, because, but just in case, like, I have to do it by phone because I'm traveling or something. I think up here, like, it's not the 3rd of May that, I don't think the voting's open on the 3rd of May. I think I was told it was, but that might be other states, because when I last looked up early voting, you get your early voting booklets in like like August or something. So I'm like, oh, isn't it the 3rd of May everywhere? It's like, I'm not sure. But I probably should apply just in case, and then I don't have to bother to find out the nearest polling place. I can just, yeah. I was going to go on holiday next week, but every time I think about it, it's like I don't feel like it. My head feels like it's on the rocks. Just to think about moving really dissuades me, even though I generally take a walk just fine. So, but I should within the next couple of weeks go on holiday. I kind of want to go to Surfers. I like the beach walk there. But everyone's like, oh, there's a nice place in Broadbeach, and I haven't been to Broadbeach for ages, so maybe I'll go there instead. But my plan is I want to spend a couple nights in the city, then go to either the Gold Coast or Broadbeach. Broadbeach sounds more welcoming. Like Gold Coast, I often find that there are thugs who are wanting to steal people's stuff. And if I bring a computer along, that's not kind of what you want to meet. I just love the Broadbeach Hotel, and I like the walk along the Surfers Paradise Beach. I think it's pretty amazing. I find the Broadbeach not as amazing because you just got like a lot of expanse and views at the Surfers Paradise Beach. And whenever I think of vacation, it's like, oh, I want to go and walk on the Surfers Paradise Beach. I think it's the prettiest beach. I mean, it's probably not pretty this year because of all that flooding that made uneven sandbanks, but that might be corrupted. So maybe I will go to some place more than like Broadbeach or something. That might be nice. I used to cross just across the intersection from the train to the beach. But I think ages ago they put traffic lights so it's not dangerous anymore. Like you used to be like, oh, this is a bit dangerous hopping onto the middle of the road and then hopping the rest of the way. It sort of feels like you're a bunny hopping in front of traffic. But I think they took that away a while ago. And maybe someone just hit my car, I don't know. But I have proper traffic lights. I get very nervous when I do things that I don't commonly do because I forget everything. And I don't really like hopping across intersections, especially busy ones, without a little traffic light there because I always think, oh, I'm going to get hit by a car. But I don't know, it's doable. I love the en-suites. So I love the en-suites where they're just lounges and huge bathrooms. I don't specifically like the hotels. I like this stay place that is super expensive. The hotels might be okay, I don't know. A lot of hotels though have like people like film you while you're in your hotel room. So a lot of hotels are like skeezy. They have all like invisible cameras filming you. That's what I used to find. Like people like really like filming you while you're in your hotel room. It's a big conspiracy. A hotel room's actually filmed. Do they break the laws of privacy just so that they can spy on people and see what they're up to in their hotel rooms? Probably. I don't really let a lot of things like that scare me, but it does make you suspicious whether that kind of stuff goes on, because I find hotels, like no matter how expensive they are, they're always disappointing. Like the service is pretty shitty. I've never really, do they need robots to function properly? You know, a lot of hotels don't even bother like escorting you to your room or anything. Even if you ask for it. So, but I don't know. I mean, it's good when you have a good hotel, but it's bad when you have a crap hotel where you can't be secured of your privacy. I think that's the worst kind of experience you can get. To have just people, have access to your hotel room. I think that's really bad. But it doesn't always happen. You have to give some hotels credit. I usually like specific hotels. It's like, I've been to this hotel before, but I don't really like to experiment with hotels because there are so many bad hotels. Like, even if you're paying, $800 a night, it's just extremely bad hotels with bad services and stupid ground up events, politics, whatever. I've had people who work in a hotel scam my credit card and steal my money. Even signed up to a $12,000 a year membership, so everything seems to collapse a lot with hotels until you can't trust them, and then you obviously don't go to hotels for a long time. And if you do, you find the cheap hotels that aren't part of resort membership plans are usually the safer and more normal hotels. So I like these ones in what do you call it? Sunshine Coast. There's a particular hotel that is pretty reliable. I mean, but you have to sort of find your way there with public transport, and that's not easy. I don't know how I got there before. I don't know if I took a bike or what, but I think there is some public transport access somehow, and I just don't remember it. But I find that hotel good. It's like the sun something or other. Sunshine Coast Hotel. And that's a pleasant place that I've been to a few times. That's the more reliable hotel. Most other hotels are they can go crappy, and it's really bad. So the hotel memberships I have are free, but I've had issues with hotel rooms. Otherwise I'd have credit. Hotel credit. People just don't like me, right? They just don't like me, especially when I'm by myself. They don't like me so much, and they cancel my membership basically. And it's like, well, there goes the building credit to your old memberships and things. They're like, why can't I just stay at any hotel without people treating you like shit? I've been to some hotels in Europe, and they're crappy. Even if you pay for, they're just, a lot of hotels are just shit. They may as well just be hostels, really. They're just crap.